we got some special guests in town tonight. I haven't had a chance to talk about them yet. But the Never Alone cars are here, and of course, they come out of Fergus Falls. Brock Grunwald and his wife, Dana, do an amazing job with this thing here. It's set up again, of course, for suicide awareness. And they've done an amazing job with a bunch of kids there. They bring them out there. We'll talk about them in a minute. But right now, on the pole, Lucas Heinrich, again, out of Breckenridge in the 22H, will be on the inside of that first row. Alongside Lucas will be the 12 car, and that's Cole Fredine. Cole again comes on the outside of that first row. Cole doing a nice job last week. He's 16 years old. Christopher Justice on the inside of the second row in the 18X. Christopher comes here again out of Glenwood, Minnesota. And then here comes one of the first of the Never Alone sponsored cars. That's Lincoln Miller. Now, Lincoln, folks, has only been raced a couple of years, a little bit off and on. He got a win the other night up at Norman County Raceway in Ada. A great win for him in that 988L. That was a big win for him. And then a young lady that's been running all over. I seen her up in northern Minnesota also over the weekend. And that's going to be Emma Nelson out there again. Emma in the number 11E car will be starting in the number 5 spot in this one, alongside another of the Never Alone cars. And again, out of Fergus Falls, that will be, or out of Wapton, that'll be Camden Kelson. So Camden Kelson in the 988C. And what they do, again, these Never Alone cars, Brock Grunwald, of course, and Dana have a race shop out north of Fergus Falls, just a couple miles. Every Tuesday night for the last, 3 years anyway, they meet out there and they bring all these kids out there and they work on race cars. They kind of get a chance to learn a little bit about cars. Just get them out of their element so they're not sitting around home staring at their phones or TV. They're out there having a ball. Last night, I think they had them down at the amusement park in Alexandria, so they got to run some go-karts and a bunch of that stuff. They do all kinds of stuff with these kids. And do a fantastic job. So, again, I got to give him a big pat in the back. Brock, of course, one of the all-time great racers in mid-mod or mod. He was a 2007 Minnesota Midwest Mod National Champion. And so they got a pretty good mentor, too, to help teach these kids. And, of course, Nana, she'll work her tail off at anything. And, of course, they do a fantastic job. So right now, let's get ready here. again out of Litchfield, will be on the pole for this one here in the 13X. He did a heck of a job that time, and a nice job. On the outside of him, the 988A. That is Aiden Muckow. Now, Aiden comes out of Fergus Falls. And again, like I said, he's another one of the Never Alone sponsored cars here again. On the outside of that first row. Then row 2 on the inside. A guy that's been very strong here, leading our points this season, has been 15-year-old Braxton Schmitz. He's out of Richmond, Minnesota, in that French Lake curb machine. On the outside of him in the 22 is going to be Aaron Miller. Aaron Miller again in at number 22 is out of Fergus Falls. That'll be another one of the Never Alone machines there, coming up in a number 4 spot. Then here comes Tucker on the inside of row 3. Tucker Fredine again starts on the inside of that third row out of Renville. He's already got one win to his liking here in the 3 times he's raced and did just a super job on that one. And then finally, here's a different car here, folks. You see this 1,000 car? If you've got a cause, like say breast cancer awareness or something, that car is set up so you can put a sticker on it anywhere you want, and that's what they do with that car. And that car, again, like I said, tonight is driven by Grant Simonson out of Fergus Falls. And that car is designed so if you've got any kind of awareness for anything at all or your cause, you got a sticker you want to put on it, feel free to come on down and stick it on there, and they will travel with that thing all over the country.